I'm just wondering if like you've ever like considered like how you would have portrayed that part of Gunn's storyline if you had had the chance to actually perform it on.
Yeah, that's why I won't read the comic, because I really like playing parts that do not have a template. I don't like playing something that's been done 1,000 times and you have to do it right. I like to do something where there's no right or wrong. And so for me to play a vampire, which is something that I would really love to do, and I think that's why I work a lot in the science fiction genre, because my creativity turns on when there are no answers. But when there are answers, I'm so bored and turned off. That's probably why you've never seen me on a cop show being like, we got to catch the criminal who went down to the street and turned right on 49th Street in the blue van at 7:49 p.m. That's probably why I never get those parts, because I don't have an in with them. But I've always wanted to play a vampire because I want to explore the feeling of what it feels like to be dead and alive at the same time. That's where I would come into it, and that would put me right in it, So that's why I don't read the comics, because I know I want to play it, and I know I never will, so.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Would have wanted to see that, though.
Right, bringing up bad topics and everything. Sore subjects.
It's a good thing he's wearing a mask.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi.
Hello.
You're awesome.
Oh. No, you're awesome.
Oh. As a Whedonite, love it seeing any of my favorite characters in the different shows. Veronica Mars episode where you see Allison Hannigan and Charisma Carpenter bantering made me so happy. As an actor who is in that sort of Whedonverse, does that translate? Like, do you guys? Is there a feeling of being part of that? Obviously there is, but could you talk to me?
Yes, absolutely. I do feel very connected to the people that I've worked with on the shows, and we did when we were working together too. They also have a real talent for picking people with small egos, and people who are very trained and diverse in terms of the work that they do. So I was just with a lot of them like a month ago, and I just love those people so much, and we have such a mutual respect and admiration, and they were all really sweet about S.H.I.E.L.D., and I saw Much Ado and sent them all messages about it as well. So it's a really great community of people and actors. And it's also cool that, they say Joss is loyal to the actors that he's worked with before, but he also doesn't give you anything. You got to be right for it, and you got to show up and prove it. So anytime you get to work with him multiple times is a real blessing,
Thank you.
Thank
now,
you.
A quick question on that. Just going to build up on hers.
Yes.
Was there another Joss product? We'll go with product. Project that you wish you could have been in on?
Yes, I loved Dollhouse very much. I really enjoyed that show a lot. I loved Serenity, the movie as well, and the TV show, Firefly. I'm just a fan of everything. Oh, you know what else I loved? Cabin in the Woods. I really liked that.
Brilliant.
I love that. I love that so much. I thought that was so original. And Much Ado, of course. I really wanted to be in Much Ado. But I think I was out of the country at the time that they did the initial reading. So all of them. Basically.
It's funny when you mention they're doing the Shakespeare readings, because Much Ado makes more sense now.
Right, exactly.
Because that was all filmed in his place, and
Exactly.
it was filmed in his house.
It was, and that's where we would do them. And we did Much Ado a few years before they did the movie.
So excellent. Yeah. All right, so next question.
So a friend of mine met you did, and she mentioned that you like to play board games. What do you play?
As far as board games, I'm all about Stratego. Stratego is this very rare game that not too many people know about. Monopoly is always a classic. But my favorite is Taboo, to play at a party. Really? I love playing Taboo. Do you guys know Taboo? The funniest thing happened to us the other night playing Taboo. It was kind of a mixed group of people that we knew and didn't know so well. And so this one girl gets up. She wasn't on my team. This was the other team. And her word that she had to make her team say was copycat. So in Taboo, there are 5 words that you can't say to get the team to say the word copycat. So the girl looks at her clue and she goes, okay. If you're dressed just like me, you're a... And somebody in her team yells out, prostitute. Yeah,
Awesome.
the evening didn't go too well from there.
Thanks for coming, man. Thanks.
I want to be like all these cool kids asking 2 questions. back when you first started on Angel, if someone walked up to you and said, "I'm from the future, and the creator of the show is going to be the director of the third highest grossing movie in history," would you have believed them?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I was so proud of him when all of that happened, and it was so deserving. And you know what the other thing is? Now, he is a friend of mine, and I'm very loyal to him, and I love him. But honestly, he is the first person to get a superhero movie right. Okay, wait a minute. Christopher Nolan did a great job too, but.
Batman had no superpowers. You can.
Okay, there we go. But I honestly felt that with the Avengers, he just nailed it. Like, because I used to read comic books as a kid, and I had the feeling of when I used to read them as a kid, and that's the best thing a director can do with a superhero movie. So many directors, quality directors, have tried and failed. Like, I don't know what that first Incredible Hulk movie was. I don't know what that was. And honestly, nobody's taping, right?
You are a lot more trusting of people claiming to be from the future than I am.
You guys aren't taping back there, are you? Tell the truth. Well, then I'm not going to say the name of it, but there was another movie that I felt that was similar to The Avengers that came out many years before The Avengers that was such a miss, and I love the characters so much. Storm, Wolverine. And I love that so much, but I just felt like that movie did not give you that feeling that, a comic book movie should have given you. I just felt like everyone involved with that movie didn't read comics. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm talking too much.
We don't mind.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So we're just going to have time for about one more question here.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thanks.
Explain your shirt to me.
Oh, this is...
Turn around so they can see it too. They probably know.
It's Little Richard.
Little Richard the singer?
No,
Oh.
there's a online cartoon strip called Looking for Group, and it's based loosely on some of them know it. If you see Sailor Bacon around, he's involved with that.
Oh, okay.
His name's Lars D'Souza.
Yeah, Lars D'Souza. He also does Least I Can Do, and he's one of our featured artists down here today.
Well, I love
and-
learning new things. That's
yeah,
why I
and
asked.
it's based on World of Warcraft characters, and then it goes off in its own direction. But
As
this
close to World of
guy's a-
Warcraft as they can do without getting sued.
Yeah, yeah.
gotcha,
He's an undead sorcerer, and his catchphrase is, "You all saw it, that orphanage attacked me."
You all saw it, that orphanage attacked me?
Yes.
That's
yeah.
funny.
Yeah. So anyways, that's who he is. He's got shrunk in one storyline, so that's the Little Richard thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He doesn't sing, though. Oh, he does do one song. Yeah.
So your question.
Yeah. Anyways, the question. Sorry, you were talking about comic books, and I grew up reading comic books too. And I know when they were talking about casting Spider-Man, I thought at the time that, damn it, I can't think of his name now. Independence Day.
Will Smith?
Yeah, I thought he
Okay.
would be a great Spider-Man because he's got that wisecracking kind of attitude.
Yeah.
If you could play any comic book character, anyone at all, who would it be?
What a clever way to get around the other questions.
What was the other question?
No. Let me see.
Cut camera, everyone, cut camera.
No,
He might say Storm. We all just heard him say she was his favorite.
I think we might have to end that one there.
there are so many great superheroes. Let me think. No, honestly, there's people who's, that's a really good question.
I'd be Optimus Prime.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I'm trying to think of somebody who's like emotional struggle I can relate to, because you're only as good as the humanity of the character, and I think that's what's so good about Marvel is that, and I read all comics when I was a kid, but I always found the Marvel characters to have a nice struggle.
I really like the X-Men, the us against them kind of attitude that always seems to parallel the whatever seems to be going on in society at the time seems to have an us versus them kind of attitude. I always kind of like that.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, I'd love to answer that question, but it's a difficult one to answer.
Well, is there anyone from DC?
Well, no, it's just a difficult question to answer because.
Oh, no, okay.
It's
Sorry,
just a
I just
difficult
suddenly
question.
got that.
Well, no, it's just difficult because I love all
Yeah, I'm sorry. I really did just get that.
No, but yeah. Let me just stop talking now.
I'm going to go sit down.
All right.
And if you happen to think of that later, like you did with the other guy,
Okay,
let
cool.
me know.
Nice, very cool. Well, hey, thank you guys so much. It was a pleasure hanging out with you for this hour. Thank you for having me here. And hope to see you all later on during the con, all right? Take it easy.
All right, let's give a round of applause, everyone.
Hal-Con.